times.
That I'm not sure I can release that to you because that was information between the two.
I am referring to the email which refers to the instructions that you were to undertake.
There were no formal instructions at that stage. It was a matter of communication, just asking if I would be able to discuss the case with them.
So would I be correct that you don't have any formal instructions to undertake this work?
It was discussed in an online meeting. There's no written formal instruction.
When was this that you had an online meeting?
I would need to double check, but I believe it was September 24 even. I would need to double check though.
But you want to confirm to this court that it was in September 2024?
I believe so, but I would need to double check. I'm just waiting for the computer to connect to the internet.
It's okay, we can give you time.
It's not connecting to the internet at the moment. Can I check on my phone? Thank you. So the initial contact via email, as a result of a recommendation from a professor at UCL, was the 16th of August 2024.
So that was the email on recommendation.
Yes, so this was.
And what about the communication you're making reference to with KAA?
There's been numerous.
I mean the initial communication.
So this was the initial email that came in from KAA, in which they'd been recommended to contact me, because initial contact was made to professors at UCL, and on the back of that, KAA contacted me in August 2024, asking if I might be able to provide assistance. And then from there, we organised an online meeting.
Okay. Please confirm to this court that yours is a paid engagement. Not so.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Yours is a paid engagement.
Yes, as with all my instructions for casework.
I'd like you also to confirm that even when contacted in 2024, your report is dated 17th of March 2026, right?
Yes, that's correct.
From your report, and to be specific at page 3 of your report, please confirm that your instructions were to review only findings relating to the pistol and its components, correct?
That was the final position. I'd reviewed all the electropherograms for all the results.
Please confirm that those were the instructions you received.
They were not the specific instructions.
They were not the specific instructions.
It was upon discussion with counsel that they were pertinent results in the case for me to concentrate on.
Please go to since you say you held an informal meeting.
Yes.
And you don't have any formal writing.
No.
What were your specific instructions?
The instructions were to review the case, and on reviewing the case and those samples which were
you review the case for what purpose?
In order to review the DNA profiling results in the context of the case circumstances.
Okay. Any other instruction?
No.
At page 3 of your report,
Yes,
you also indicate that your instruction was also specific to the pistol and the components of the pistol, correct?
that wasn't the instruction. The area you're referring to was the purpose of my report. So
That was the only purpose for your report.
for this report, however, I
Okay.
had reviewed every
No.
result. So my report only outlines the results from the gun. However, I have reviewed every other result in the case. But my report purely refers
Did
specifically
you
to that.
indicate in your report that you have reviewed all the other parts of the reports?
In my information
Did
received,
you or you did not?
in the information received, I reiterated that I
Please
had used the
indicate
DNA.
to me where you indicated that you reviewed the entire report.
The information documents I received included
Okay,
the DNA
this-
report, and as would be standard,
Hold on.
the report itself only relates to the
Miss-
specific
Miss
areas.
Hingley, please listen to my.
Indicated that her instructions were specific to the pistol and the opening of the pistol, but her work involved reviewing the entire report.
Yes, so in preparation for my report, I reviewed all the DNA profiling results.
So the
However,
question,
the only significant ones for the court were those relating to the pistol.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I understood that differently.
So the purpose of my report is purely for that. The full results were obviously outlaid in the DNA
Miss
report
Hingley.
from the Crown, and there was no need for me
Miss
to
Hingley.
reiterate that.
She read from the report.
and I'll be specific, my lord, at page 3
Yes.
of your report, when you talk about the purpose of examination, you indicate that the purpose of my examination was to review the scientific findings reported in relation to the pistol and the various ammunition recovered from the home of Henry, with the view of evaluating the results in the context of the case circumstances. So the question to you was to confirm that the instructions and the purpose for which you provide this report was specific to the pistol and the components of the ammunition. Is that correct?
The report is specific to those areas. However,
Okay.
I reviewed all the DNA
Please
results.
don't go to however. Just stop to what I have asked you about. Is that position correct?
But my lord, that's the witness's answer. It's because so you can't say no to go to however. Let her God hold her answer.
So the portion of indicating that the instructions were specific to the pistol and the components of the pistol, but our
The word instructions and purpose. The purpose of her report. Not the instructions.
about the question that
Exactly.
the question was asked about but the witness herself said that
The purpose of this report was, but my instructions were to review the whole of the case, but we don't reiterate everything in the report provided by the Crown. It's just pure duplication. And so we tender our report specific to the areas which will help progress the case.
You have told court that you, after the initial email, you held several online engagements. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. And phone calls.
These engagements were with the defense team. the lawyers.
Yes, as would be normal.
The purpose was to receive a brief about the evidence in the case, right?
Correct.
Ms. Ingley, I have instructions that in addition to the online briefs that you get, you also held a physical meeting with the lawyers in London. Is that true?
In London? No.
Where did you hold the physical meeting?
The physical meetings were when I initially flew over to Uganda to give evidence.
And to do this work, you told court that you received a number of documents, right?
Yes, that's correct.
The documents you found relevant to your work, you included them on page 2
Yes.
of your report.
Yes.
Other than those you list on page 2, you did not receive any other information outside
They were the
this
main.
case file.
They were the main sources of information I've used in reviewing the case. Yes.
I have not asked whether they were main or not. I have asked you the question that you did not receive any other piece of information relating to this case. Is that correct?
Some of the background information was during the verbal meetings.
Okay. Did you indicate, when you say meetings with KAA?
Yes.
Did you indicate in your report the information you received from KAA?
I hadn't specifically noted, no.
Did you or you did not?
I haven't, no.
From your testimony, and you will correct me if I am right, which I want you to also confirm, your instructions were to review the findings of another expert.
Yes,
correct?
That's correct.
In doing this work, you did not have the physical specimens from the exhibits, correct?
That's correct, which would be normal.
As a professional, you will agree with me that for an independent opinion and for better scientific results, one would need to interface with a physical exhibit. Not so.
No, that's not correct.
What would be correct?
It all depends on the exhibits and the samples that were submitted. Even if I did take a second sample, which from swabs is not possible, it would not negate the very first result. And it's now very rare that we will reprocess samples.
Okay. You equally did not have any interface with PW8, correct?
Not directly, but I requested a significant amount of information from them via KAA.
Okay. I want you to confirm please check your yes, I said PW8. I want you to confirm to this court that PW8's report analyzed several exhibits.
Yes, there were a large volume of exhibits which were examined.
But your report was with regard to the pistol and its components, correct?
Yes, that's correct. After reviewing all the other exhibits, they
Please
were not going
also-
to aid the case.
Please. So when you make reference to page 3 of your report,
Yes,
that you did an examination, what you actually mean is review of documents.
yes,
Correct?
which is it's the standard phraseology
Okay.
we use. Yes,
as a UK forensic practitioner, you are governed by the Forensic Science Regulator Code of Practice.
yes,
Is that correct?
that's correct.
Are you bound by it?
The forensic science regulator now has statutory rights. Yes,
She is governed by the Forensic Science Regulator Code of Practice. And you say you're bound by it.
they are the codes to which we adhere. However, the area of case review is
Don't
not
go
part.
there. Just
It's
confirm that.
the work
Let's
I
go
carry
step
out
by
isn't
step.
isn't coded
Don't
from the
run
regulator.
yourself ahead.
Summary, let's hear about you're governed by the FSR
Yes, so
practice,
that's right.
but
The area of work I conduct, the review of cases, has no code currently, and therefore there is no
And we will
code
come
in
to
which
that.
we need to adhere to.
We will come to that. Please.
She's answering the wrong question.
We will come to that.
to understand that area.
Is this the code?
It certainly looks like the code,
It
yes.
looks like it.
It's all online.
My Lord, we apply to have this code tendered because there are a number of questions that we'll ask this witness about.
to object to the production of this document. Don't know who the author is. Don't know who the publisher is. While the witness says that the government forensic science code of practice in the UK, she has not said that this is the one. In any case, has also told this court that the area which covers has no cost and is not governed by this court. We don't even know whether this is actually the court. Also see that this is said to be version 2, whether it's version 1, version 3, and 10. So this is not the right thing. And I recommend if the time frames wish to have it tender, they must so through the right source. So, pray.
My Lord, the witness on the stand has told court that she is a UK practitioner. In fact, by her own report that was tendered in this court as Defense Exhibit 29, she indicated that she's bound by this code. She has just told court that she is aware of provisions of this code, save for what she's calling case review. My Lord, codes of practice and codes of procedure and the law have known authors. It's not like a personal book. It's a regulator. Or usually bodies that are responsible for making laws. So to the extent that she is a UK practitioner and she is bound by this code, she is the only person through whom we can tender.
Our evidence is that part of the work that she did is not covered by their code of practice. Their code of practice is foreign law, which has to be provided to this court. Whether or not her report stands the ethical test, my Lord, will be measured against her own code. We would like to request it here is not the code which binds her, my Lord. Then the alternative would be to have the matter stood over. It should be As simple as that. All of these courts are publicly accessible online. So we should not be bothering my Lord about issues of only that she believes governs her practice. And my Lord will save.
And why we deny us? So I pray that the same standard applies to it.
It's not true.
No.
Yeah, my Lord, also, I think I would request my Lord that even if it were true, I'm not saying it is true, but even if it were true, that is not the subject this court is addressing. For now, we are addressing a specific matter, and my Lord, we should avoid taking this court to things which are not in issue at the moment. For now, we are on this court, my Lord. Yes.
I'll look at the report and see what happened with that particular witness.
Yes, ma'am.
And I think we have admitted journals before.
Very much.
We've admitted journals.
My Lord, including regulations from the authored by the IGP. Our witnesses were tasked to provide the lab standards by the IGP. We had the matter stood over, produced, and the defense tendered them on record. So, my Lord, a code here, it is like telling us, is this the Evidence Act which governs Uganda? Is this the advocates' fees regulations? So laws don't have authors. Laws are not signed.
My Lord, the problem here is not whether this is a code, the UK code or not. The problem is that the document Maran friends have hasn't been where it comes from. That's what they want to put in.
So that's why I was asking.
Yeah.
Let the witness look at it.
It doesn't indicate its source. It could have been printed here.
Let her look at the code. Alternatively,
How can we
let
access
us have
that
the
in?
code from the witness.
My Lord, when you are ready,
No.
you
You
produce.
see,
You prove.
they have
You can't ask
they
her.
have produced a code.
Yes, but you
And
can't ask her.
the contention is that it is not.
You don't know whether it's a code.
So if there is a code which is online, which code can even access and download? But it is better if she looks at that and lets us know. She said that it is a code. She didn't say yes, there is. She said there is no code that applies to what she did.
No, my Lord, she says that the forensic regulator court does not govern the specific area of case review. So meaning there is okay. If
That's the moment.
yeah, it's okay.
My Lord, can we get it from the witness?
No, she already
As a UK forensic, as a UK forensic practitioner, I am governed by the FSR code. The area of review of cases has no code. So there is nothing to add in this area. That is what the say. Then the witness is shown a document and she says, this looks.
They hadn't even shown it to her. They showed it to us.
And then she said, this looks like a code. I think he held it up. He held it up and she says, this looks
There's no problem.
Governance now. When it is our first one, which doesn't go. We should be using our witnesses together for them documents. They refuse. They say we cannot use their witnesses together for us.
they've gathered the document which you have, which the defense has objected to because it is not
My Lord, then the budget doesn't shift. The budget doesn't shift to our witnesses. If the witness is not governed by this one, let them go and find which governs her. But you can't ask our witness to carry out research on a witness.
Actually, my Lord, the moment the witness mentions that I am not governed by that code, then our first step is to establish which code is that. Then we can then traverse whether indeed that code governs her or it doesn't govern her. So either way, it does not save the situation. In fact, my lord,
in said that this particular code has nothing to do with the area.
exactly, exactly. So let us know which code is that.
But you are saying that the code does not yet regulate this area.
No problem, no problem. So the beginning point is which code it is. Yeah, that's why we want to confirm whether that is the code or not. My lord, are my learned colleagues insinuating? Eh? But, this time, Mr. Karwanga is okay. So, my lord, we have an expert. He's here. Surely, the defense should not be insinuating that she's not capable of understanding her own code. If she looks at that document, my lord, she will confirm. She will tell this code, this is the code, or this, and exactly. So I think let's allow her to do that.
That's the FSR code that you need some time.
No, my lord, that governs forensic science practice. Yes, exactly. That governs her practice, yes. Not necessarily what she did.
No, not what she did.
Yes.
Yes.
But her practice as a forensic practitioner.
That's a question now.
Yes, no, it has always been like that.
Ask the question.
No, let's
The
confirm
witness
that.
has the code.
Yes.
His answer is that governs the work of forensic.
So please, kindly confirm to the court that that is the code that governs forensic science practice.
The code covers an awful lot of disciplines,
Yes.
and obviously my area is only the biological
So
aspect. From the dates I can see
We will
recorded
come
online.
to the area, but please just confirm that that is the code that regulates forensic science practice in the UK.
From the date on the front of this document
Yes.
corresponds with the date
Okay.
held on the regulator's website.
All right.
So without reading every single page and cross-comparing,
You
I
can
cannot confirm
Yes.
that the date corresponds,
Okay.
and the relevant parts to my work.
We will come
Are
to
there?
your work. We'll first, let's deal with the code.
This provision that about presumption as to the court section 80. The court shall resume the genuineness of every court according to the government of any to contain any of the laws of every book according to
So, my lord, to the
so that is
to the extent,
the UK government.
yes, it is. My lord, the witness has just said that that is what it is.
What does the witness say? That looks like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
do we give
My
her
lord,
time to- we give her time?
My lord,
Let's stand over.
if that is the issue, let's give her time. Because what she has said is totally different from what these witnesses are also talking about. Yeah, but now they are insisting, my lord. Yet the witnesses have said different things. But it's okay, we can give her time.
I've had a look at the relevant areas, and the critical one for my work is the case review, and that is exempt and is on page 218. So that's as I would expect. I would not know the areas of toxicology or anything, but from my part, my guidance is case review on page 2118, and it's exempt from the codes.
So to that extent, I want you to confirm that indeed what you have before you is the code that governs forensic practice in the UK?
Yes, we're on version 2, so everything seems to correspond, but obviously without seeing every single page, I cannot confirm.
You need time to see everything.
I think, in my opinion, the area I've done isn't covered by the codes. It's exempt.
We will come to that one. So, to that extent, my lord, the document can be accepted
No.
as an
Let's
exhibit.
allow the witness
Okay, no
to
problem.
the document and compare it to what is on the website.
Okay, my lord,
So that we do not have any question about any portion or any part of it.
no
not
problem.
being issued by
No problem, my lord. We are okay, my lord. How much time may you need?
I think the issue is relevance. The witness said it doesn't apply to our.
It is not about her. It is about
So now it is not about her.
The prosecution may have an area that this is legally true. Let her look at the document and determine whether it mirrors what is on
Yes,
the
ma'am.
FSR.
Most obliged.
Has already said that she has this thing, that it mirrors. I think if I'm
No, but she said she's not aware about other parts. We don't know at this
Yes, but
stage
she
whether
said they
there are
don't
other
apply to
questions
her.
coming from.
I know she has said she can't confirm stuff with the records.
Mr. Katanga, let us allow the witness to compare that to.
how much time, my lord?
30 minutes?
Yeah.
Let's see it at.
Okay, my lord.
And I think also